All right, so here we go. New month, new gacha revenue chart. Now, this is probably another a big one to come out, because this is going to talk about the release of Zenless Zone Zero, how they fared with the launch. Because I know Zenless Zone Zero was a mixed bag. That shit was a bag of Skittles with people with people picking out the colors. And everybody likes the yellow, the lemon, and then sometimes they pick out the grape. Everybody hates the fucking grape flavor. It is what it is. Like the Zenless Zone Zero was a mixed fucking bag. So here we are to see how well it did, because at the end of the day, the numbers are the best way to tell how a game fares. And that's just the truth. But yeah, plus I'm very curious to see how Wuthering Waves did in June. Because I'm gonna be honest, Wuthering Waves, I expect their numbers to be a lot lower, mainly because the patch cycle, it does feel like it's dragging on for a long time, because the patch cycle is a lot longer than like Engines and Honkai Star Rails. So I expect the revenue to go down. Plus, it's the revenue after launch, right? After, if the launch was like kind of successful for any gacha game, right? If the launch is successful, if you have a good launch, then obviously the next month you're not going to do as much. That's just the way it goes. But yeah, I'm here to see how it goes. I'm gonna look for some specific games. I'm not gonna go through the whole chart. Like I think I saw Punishing Gray Raven. Yeah, here, Punishing Gray Raven. I'm gonna be honest, I don't make any content on Punishing Gray Raven. I will stream it every now and again, because I don't play the game that much. Because right now, I won't lie, I'm just sinking my teeth into Wuthering Waves. But this is surprising to me, because Punishing Gray Raven, at least for CN, went up from last month. Now I do know that last month, like the last couple of days of July, was their anniversary. So that could be a factor as to why they made so much more money, at least CN wise. Where's global? That's CN. But global's probably lower down. Is it? Or is it higher up? Or am I just stupid? Let me just click on it. No. All right, whatever it is. What is the point is that they made more money from last month, which is pretty good, honestly. I do think their numbers are kind of getting a little buffed from Wuthering Waves, because people are probably trying out Punishing Gray Raven after Wuthering Waves, right? Which is to be expected, but I don't think it's gonna be that much of a buff. But it is what it is, And then when we go up, right, we're gonna go up to the top, and we're gonna check the games that we really want to see. Now, Wuthering Waves global for Wuthering Waves is down 14 mil, but they still made 13 mil in June. Now, once again, to be expected. Obviously, I think everybody expected their numbers to go down in June after the launch. I think we can all agree the launch, it wasn't the best, but they did recover. They had a very good recovery, and honestly, it's still a decent amount. 13 mil in 1 month. That's still, especially for a company the size of Kuro. Because you have to remember, Kuro is not the size of Hoyoverse, right? To Hoyoverse, 13 mil in 1 month is probably like a fucking disaster. That's a fucking flop. But to Kuro, that's still a very good amount. Like, you have to remember, Kuro is not the size of Hoyoverse. So, which also explains why their patch cycle is so long, right? Because they probably have to do that, because they don't have the resources that Hoyoverse does. So they have to extend the patch cycle, which understandable why they have to do that, but doesn't change the fact that it does hurt them in competition. So I do think Wuthering Waves does need to get to a point where, hopefully they can get to a point where they can reduce the patch cycle by like a week. I feel like that would really help them. Ideally, in a perfect world, maybe they could bring it down by 2 weeks, but baby steps, right? I think ideally they can do 2 weeks, but hopefully they can eventually at least bring down the patch cycle by 1 week. But you have to understand that they're not the size of Hoyoverse, so it makes sense, right? And now Honkai Star Rail, holy shit. Now, obviously, this is CN Honkai Star Rail, right? Now, obviously, right? I think these are the wrong numbers from last month, right? Because last month, like Sensor Tower is all fucked up. Hopefully Sensor Tower today, hopefully Sensor Tower now isn't all fucked up. I did try looking, I didn't see anything, but you know, hopefully Sensor Tower was good. I didn't see anything that was wrong. I did try looking, but holy fuck. So if this number is accurate, right? Because remember, this number is not accurate. This number is actually probably well into the 100 mils, because this is the Firefly banner, right? This number is the Firefly banner, so this is probably well into the 100 mil. So if we're looking at it from like at least 100 mil all the way down, if this is correct, all the way down from 100 mil to 16.5 mil, that is a massive drop. That is a ungodly drop, right? And honestly, that's probably because of Jade. Now, Jade, I don't think anybody was excited for Jade. Jade was a very mixed bag. I didn't see anything, like, I didn't see anybody talk about Jade. I saw like maybe a few videos of, you know, how to use her, and people were like divided on whether she was a support or like a sub DPS. But yeah, nobody was excited for, nobody got Jade, right? Clearly nobody got Jade. Now, my predictions for future banners, right? And honestly, I think the patch for 2.3? Yeah, 2.3. Yeah, we're in 2.3. I'm sorry. I haven't played Honkai Star Rail ever since, like, literally after I got Firefly, I kind of just stopped playing Honkai Star Rail. I haven't played it that much. So I'm actually like lost on where it is. I think we're still in 2.3, about to hit 2.4. So, but for predictions, I do think, Yun Li might do better than Jade, but definitely, it's definitely not gonna be Firefly numbers. However, I did see the character that they drip marketed. I forgot her fucking name, but she's basically like the same level as Jing Yuan. She's like a general of another Xianzhou. I forgot her fucking name. It's like Face something. It was like Face something, but she's a fox girl with massive tits. So there's that. So I'm predicting that her banner is gonna fucking sell, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna start playing Honkai Star Rail now. Because now that I've seen her drip marketing, I'm actually going to start playing Honkai Star Rail again so I can save up so I can get her. So I'm assuming that there's probably going to be a lot of people like me who are like, all right, fuck everybody else, I'm going to get her, right? So I'm assuming that chick is probably going to sell a lot. Like, probably, I'm going to predict for her. And then you have to keep in mind, this is months away. For that girl, I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be like, probably into the 50 mils. For that chick, the fucking Faye something with the big breasted fox girl, she's probably gonna be like in the 50s, like 50 mil. Then CN Wuthering Waves, a drop again, makes sense, but not that much of a drop. Only by like 2.8. Yeah, no, not 2.8. Yeah, 2.8. Yeah, only dropped by 2.8 mil, so not that massive a drop as in global. But I think that's because CN has a different view of Wuthering Waves than Global. I think Global right now, they're kind of like have a tumultuous view of Wuthering Waves. Like, I think for Wuthering Waves, you have a dedicated fan base that loves the game, and then at the same time, there's a dedicated community that really fucking hates this game. So for Global, it kind of makes sense based on the community that is down to 13 mil. CN, it is surprising to me that's not down by that much. But yeah, I guess that's still a W for Kuro. And then here we go, Genshin Global, Honkai Star Rail Global. Once again, down and down again. Makes sense. Genshin's banners fucking sucked. I don't think anybody. What were the banners for fucking July? What were the banners? Bro, whenever it comes to Genshin, I'm just so fucking brain dead. Oh my god, I can't even fucking remember what the banners were. What the fuck? It was Navia. Okay, no, it was fucking no, not Wander. It was, why the fuck can't I remember the banners? Because I don't fucking play this game that much. Oh my god, this fucking game rots my brain cells. What were the fucking banners? Why can't I remember the fucking banners? I think it was Al-Haytham. Was it Al-Haytham? No, I'm just gonna fucking look it up.
Outdoor diners, beware.
Shut up. Fuck it, I don't remember the banners. Screw it, I don't remember the banners. But apparently banners were shit. I remember one of them was Farina. No, now I remember. It was Farina. No, fuck no, that's 2. That's 2.8, or not 2.8. That's 4.8. Oh my god, what were the fucking banners in July? It was okay. I give up. I can't remember. I don't remember the banners. But the point is, they didn't sell well for July, and honestly, I expect the numbers to stay relatively the same or even worse for August, because for 4.8 it was Navia and Nilu, and then the next banner is Yelan and that fucking florist girl, Emily. I think that's what her name was, Emily. So it's those two. It's those banners for 4.8. And honestly, I don't think those banners are going to sell well, because one, Nilu's very niche. Everybody who wanted Nilu already has her, so I don't think anybody's going to get her. Navia, Navia might drive some sales, because Navia's like a golden girl, but everybody loves Navia. And then there's Yelan. Who doesn't fucking love Yelan? And then the Emily chick, I'm gonna be real, she's the most disappointing character since Shiori. Nobody's gonna fucking get her. She's probably gonna be one of the worst banners, I predict. So I'm assuming these numbers are gonna stay relatively the same, probably even worse. And then Natlan's gonna come out, and then we're gonna see if the people who are boycotting Genshin are gonna put their money where their mouth is and not spend money on this game. I highly doubt that, because I guarantee you the Mualani, the Natlan character is Mualani, and I think I forgot the other guy's name. That's Sasuke, motherfucker. They're probably going to do very well, because that Sasuke guy, I won't lie, his gameplay kind of looks very fun. And then Mualani, they're just because they're brand new characters for a new region. So we're going to see if people are going to put their money where their mouth is and not spend money on that game. I doubt it, but I assume those banners are going to sell decently well, at least in the 30 to 40 mil. For a global, CN is probably going to be more, but that's my prediction. And then Honkai Star Rail, I already made my prediction. 4.8 banners are probably not going to do that well. Yunli might carry a little bit. I don't think anybody's going to get that Fox dude. But yeah, I think that's going to be the case. And then that Fei girl, Fei Xiao, I think that's her name. Fei Xiao, the big breasted Fox girl, she's going to do numbers. I guarantee you that Fox girl, she's going to do fucking numbers. She's going to do like 60, 70 mil. She's going to do numbers. She's not going to do Firefly numbers, but she's going to do numbers. And then CN Genshin, obviously same thing, dropped a lot. Not really that much of a face to Hoyoverse though, because that's to be expected. Dead patch, dead characters. It is what it is. Nalan's about to release, and they're gonna be up money like crazy. And then the moment we've been waiting for, Zenless Zone Zero. How did they fare with their launch? And obviously they did very well. Global did 30 mil. CN did double that with 66 mil. Now, makes sense. Once again, I said it earlier, Zenless Zone Zero has a very mixed bag review in global. I don't know about CN, but apparently, judging by this, CN likes the game a lot more than global does. But makes sense. Also, the launch was great. The launch was a lot better than Wuthering Waves. There weren't really any bugs as far as I know. I know people were complaining because, the game's not that fun, and the game did have issues, but it was nowhere near the level of Wuthering Waves, because Wuthering Waves did have a lot of problems during launch. And I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be honest. This might be a hot take. I think Zenless Zone Zero has the greatest potential to make the most money out of the 4 games in the consistently in the future. And the reason why I say that is because Wuthering Waves is fully embracing the furry community, right? The furry community is the most degenerate and the most coomer of people in the gacha space, right? You have to understand something. The gacha space is already full of degenerates. Like, and let's keep it fucking for real. We're beating our dicks to anime girls. Let's just keep it fucking for real. The gacha space is already full of degenerates. Now add furries on top of that, bro. People are gonna drop the rent money on this game. I promise you, people are gonna drop the rent money on this game. Plus the fact that Zenless Zone Zero is embracing the sex appeal in a way that the other games aren't. Like, I know, like, Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves, yeah, they have the jiggle physics, but like, bro, Zenless Zone Zero, they take it to another level. They're scantily clad, tits are out. You like, when you go to the character screen, the camera legit just zooms in on their ass. Like, they're going full Coomer in this game. So I do think that, like, that will definitely drive their numbers up, because let's keep it real, sex sells. Basic sales. When you put a hot woman in front of something, people are gonna buy it. That's just the way it works. So I do think Zenless Zone Zero does have the potential to have the most consistent revenue in all of them. But yeah, the numbers do show that CN is definitely loving the game more than global. And I won't lie, I think for global, I think Zenless Zone Zero is kind of overhated in global. I enjoy the game. You know, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's some kind of masterpiece. I do think Zenless Zone Zero, as of enjoyability, I do think Zenless Zone Zero is like probably, out of all the four, it's probably like third place for me. It depends on how much. It really depends on how much you like Honkai Star Rail because of the different play style, because it's turn based, right? So like, for me, it's Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, then Genshin, right? But for people who don't like turn based, Honkai Star Rail is probably at the bottom, and Zenless Zone Zero maybe be higher. But that's just how it goes, right? So I would assume that like a lot of people are kind of just making like here's the thing. I said this in the last video, right? If you don't like the game, you don't like the game, right? It is what it is. You know, it's subjective. You don't like the game, it's not your cup of tea. It is what it is. You know, I'm not saying you have to like a game that you don't like, but I don't like it when people are trying to say that this game is objectively bad, and they don't give objective reasons to why this game is objectively bad. You know what I mean? So it's like, I won't lie, I did feel like a lot of people were kind of just talking out of their ass and saying this game was shit for the sake of saying this game was shit, when in reality, at a bare minimum, like I think this game is like a solid like 7 out of 10. It would be higher if the TVs didn't exist. The TVs fucking I despise the fucking TVs. Like I don't know whoever at Hoyoverse thought it was a good idea to put those TVs in the game should be fucking fired. Those TVs are so annoying. Like I don't know who thought it was a good idea to put those TVs in the game, but it is what it is. They're in it, they're not going anywhere. But if those TVs didn't exist, it would easily shoot up to like an 8.5 for me. But the TVs exist, so yeah, it's a solid 7. I do think I can understand if people give it like a 6, but like anything lower than that, I feel like you're kind of talking out of your ass. Because objective, I mean that's just my opinion. Like obviously that, you know how it is, but yeah, no, that's just how it goes right now. Zenless Zone Zero did have a pretty good launch. They made all together they made like 100 mil about. So yeah, I think Zenless Zone Zero had a good launch. We'll see how well they do in the next patch. The next patch is literally going to be in like a week, I think. So it's gonna have the new characters. We're gonna see how they do in August, and then we'll come back, see how the games fare. I do think Wuthering Waves, so predictions for August predictions, Genshin is gonna do even worse because nobody fucking likes that new girl. Honkai Star Rail will be about the same, maybe a little bit more because of Yun Li. Wuthering Waves, I don't know. I actually don't know. Because I did see the two new characters. The guy looks cool, but apparently I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on this. But apparently they're gonna give that new guy for free. That's what I heard. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if that's true or not. But yeah, apparently they're gonna give that new guy for free. And then there's the painter girl. I don't think she's gonna sell that well, mainly because she's more cute than sexy. So and that is a fine route to go. Like I don't think it's a problem to do cute over sexy, but in order to do the cute, you have to establish a relationship, which is what they did with Firefly, right? The reason why Firefly did so well is because even though Firefly is cute, not sexy, you had like 3 months to form a relationship with her so that you can imagine her as your girlfriend. And then when her banner came, then you could spend your money on your girlfriend, right? They're not doing that with this new girl, so I don't think she's gonna sell that well. But that's just my opinion. So I do think Wuthering Waves for August, maybe they're gonna do about the same, maybe a little bit worse. That's my prediction. They might do a little bit worse or about the same, depends on how well the patch is. But yeah, that's my prediction. So yeah, that's just my predictions. It was interesting to see how the games fare, how they stand. But yeah, the gacha games will be looking strong. But yeah, that's just my opinion. That's just how I think. Well, we'll be back here in about a month to see how everything fares, and I'm excited for that. Can't wait till the next one.